The Galapagos Islands are a place like no other. Remote, volcanic, and alive, with creatures found nowhere else on Earth. From the waves to the skies, these islands are home to animals that are both strange and spectacular. Join us as we discover 6 of the coolest and most unique residents of the Galapagos. Along the rocky shores of the Galapagos, flashes of red, orange, and electric blue scuttle quickly across the volcanic stone. This is the Sally Lightfoot crab, one of the most vibrant creatures on the islands. Its striking colors stand out against the dark lava rock, almost as if nature painted it for contrast. Known for its agility, the crab can dart in all directions, leaping over gaps and clinging to wet surfaces with ease. Unlike many crabs, it can even climb vertical walls when chased by predators. These crabs are important cleaners of the coastline, feeding on algae, scraps, and occasionally other small animals. Their sharp eyesight and quick reflexes make them hard to catch, even for birds and fish. Watching them move is like watching living sparks of color dancing on black stone, a reminder of the Galapagos' ability to turn even the simplest animals into something extraordinary. Playful, sleek, and endlessly curious, the Galapagos sea lion is often the first animal visitors encounter. Found lounging on beaches or swimming through crystal-clear waters, these mammals are highly social. They form colonies where males, called bulls, fiercely defend their territory, while females and pups cluster together for safety. In the water, they move with elegance, twisting and darting in ways that seem almost acrobatic. Sea lions rely on their agility to catch fish and squid, often diving deep beneath the waves. On land, though, they reveal their softer side, basking in the sun, nursing their pups, or shuffling awkwardly across the sand. Unlike their more distant relatives, the Galapagos sea lions are known for interacting with humans, sometimes swimming alongside snorkelers, as if inviting them to play. They capture the spirit of the islands, wild, untamed, but filled with charm and personality. High above the islands, black silhouettes with forked tails soar on the wind. These are magnificent frigate birds, named for their impressive wingspan, which can reach over 2 meters. Unlike many seabirds, frigate birds cannot land on water, so they've adapted to a life spent almost entirely in the sky. They feed by snatching fish from the surface, or even stealing from other birds mid-flight. But their most famous feature appears during mating season. Males gather on land and inflate bright red throat pouches, ballooning them like living ornaments to attract females. The sight of dozens of males displaying together is one of the most iconic Galapagos spectacles. With their effortless gliding, sharp beaks, and dramatic courtship, magnificent frigate birds embody a kind of aerial mastery that few other animals can rival. Their presence reminds us that the skies over Galapagos are just as alive as the waters below. Unique in the world, the Galapagos marine iguana is the only lizard known to forage in the sea. With flattened tails and long claws, it is perfectly adapted to diving into the surf and grazing on algae clinging to underwater rocks. Watching them swim is like seeing miniature dragons glide through the water. On land, they bask in the sun, often piled together, warming their bodies after cold dives. Their dark skin helps absorb heat quickly, while special glands expel excess salt through sneezes, leaving white crusts on their faces. Despite their somewhat prehistoric look, they're peaceful creatures, feeding only on plants. Charles Darwin once described them as hideous, but over time, they've come to be celebrated as one of the most fascinating examples of island adaptation. In many ways, the marine iguana symbolizes the bold creativity of evolution, thriving where no other lizard dares to go. Slow, steady, and monumental in size, the Galapagos giant tortoise is perhaps the most iconic animal of the islands. These reptiles can live well over a century, making them some of the longest-lived vertebrates on Earth. Their massive shells, which can weigh more than 200 kilograms, vary in shape depending on the island they come from. Some dome-shaped, others saddle-backed. Tortoises spend much of their time grazing on vegetation, shaping the landscape as they go. Despite their slow pace, they are powerful wanderers, capable of traveling long distances in search of food and water. Their history is deeply tied to that of humans. Once hunted nearly to extinction, they are now a symbol of conservation success. Encountering a giant tortoise in the wild is like stepping back in time. face to face with an ancient creature that has walked these islands for centuries. Few animals capture attention as quickly as the blue-footed booby, with its comically bright turquoise feet. These seabirds use their colorful legs in elaborate courtship dances, lifting them high in a slow, exaggerated strut to impress potential mates. But beyond their quirky charm, boobies are skilled hunters. They gather in groups and dive headfirst into the ocean, plunging from the sky at incredible speeds to catch fish. Their streamlined bodies and sharp vision make them formidable predators of the sea. On land, however, they appear almost awkward, waddling around colonies with a kind of clumsy humor. Their name, derived from the Spanish word bobo, meaning fool, reflects this clumsiness, but in truth, they are remarkably well adapted to their environment. The blue-footed booby embodies the mix of beauty and oddity that defines the Galapagos, an animal that makes you smile, yet also commands admiration. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more journeys into the natural world.